There was once a peaceful village called Golden Fields, named so because every winter the wheat shone like real gold when sunlight touched it. Children ran freely, butterflies danced above the flowers, and birds sang early every morning. People there were simple and kind, but life was not always easy. In this village lived a little girl named Mira, 8 years old, bright eyes like morning dew and a smile warm like sunshine. Mira loved to help everyone. She helped old Granny Ruth collect water, helped her mother bake bread, and even fed stray kittens behind the church. Yet Mira had one fear: night. When the sun set in shadows filled corners, she felt scared. She thought darkness hid monsters, sadness, and loneliness. The houses looked different at night, the trees seemed taller, and even the wind sounded like whispers. Her grandmother would say, "Light lives inside the one who trusts Jesus." Mira listened, but didn't truly understand. One cold evening, the village church bells rang. People gathered because a kind stranger holding a small lantern was coming toward the village. His robe was white, simple, shining softly even in the dim light. His face was peaceful, his eyes gentle, like love itself. Children ran behind him, curious. Adults watched silently, wondering who he was. He spoke softly, "Peace be with you." The villagers felt warmth in their hearts, as if his words carried light. Mira felt something special. She walked closer, holding her little candle in her hand, the one she never lit because she was afraid the flame would burn her fingers. The stranger looked at her and smiled. "What is your name, little one?" "Am Mira," she replied shyly. He knelt down, eyes kind. "Do not fear the darkness. When light lives inside you, darkness cannot win." Mira asked hesitantly, "Who are you?" He placed his hand gently on her head. "I am Jesus. I bring light to those who are afraid." A sudden breeze passed, yet it felt warm, not cold. Mira felt peace, as if she was wrapped in love. Jesus took the small lantern hanging by his side, it glowed even without oil or fire, and handed it to Mira. "This light will never go out as long as love lives in your heart." Mira held it carefully. It was beautiful, made of glass that shimmered like raindrops, with a tiny warm light inside that danced like a star. "Will it protect me from darkness?" Mira asked softly. Jesus nodded. "Not just you, but everyone you help." Before she could ask more, Jesus stood up. People were gathering for food, children laughing, joy spreading like warm sunlight. Mira did not know her life was about to change forever. The next evening, heavy clouds gathered. Winds howled. Trees bent. The village lost power. It became so dark that almost nothing could be seen. Shutters banged, dogs barked, mothers held their children close. Fear was everywhere. Mira, shivering, remembered the lantern. She lifted it, soft light filled her room, brighter than candles, gentle like hope. Her mother gasped, "How is it shining without fire?" Mira whispered, "Jesus gave it to me." The light not only brightened the room, it warmed their hearts. The storm outside still howled, but inside there was peace. Soon people began knocking at the door, frightened. Mira opened it, lantern in hand. Its light stretched far like a guiding star. Villagers said old Uncle Jacob was missing. He went out to bring his goats home and hadn't returned. Everyone was scared. No one wanted to step into the storm. Mira felt her heart beat fast. Fear tried to whisper, "You are little. You are weak. You will get lost." But then she remembered Jesus' words. "When light lives inside you, darkness cannot win." She held her lantern tight and stepped into the night. Rain hit her cheeks, wind pushed her back, but the light stayed strong. She called out, "Uncle Jacob! Where are you?" A faint voice answered through the wind. "Mira, over here." She followed the sound and found him near the well, shivering, weak, unable to walk. Mira placed the lantern close to him. Its warmth gave him strength. Soon other villagers came following the glow. Together they helped him home. The whole village praised Mira. "You saved his life. How did you do it alone?" Mira smiled, eyes shining. Jesus was with me. From that day, everyone respected Mira. She became the keeper of light. Whenever someone was sad, she sat beside them with her lantern and heart full of kindness. She helped a boy named Ben, whose father was ill, to smile again. She shared bread with a hungry widow. She comforted a girl who lost her puppy. She sang hymns to lonely people, bringing peace. Wherever the lantern went, fear disappeared and hope grew. But Satan does not like light. He likes fear. He likes darkness. So he planned to test Mira. One morning, while Mira was helping children learn songs about Jesus, she heard a voice inside her mind. You are just a child. You cannot help everyone. What if the light stops shining? Her heart trembled. That night she stared at the lantern, and for the first time its glow dimmed. Not gone, but weaker. She panicked. What should I do? Jesus, where are you? Just then she remembered his words. The light lives when love lives. She realized she had allowed doubt to replace trust. So she knelt and prayed sincerely. Jesus, fill my heart with love again. As tears rolled down her cheeks, the lantern grew brighter, brighter than ever, filling her room like sunrise. Faith returned. Her lantern glowed strong again. Many months passed. The village grew in peace. One day a terrible fever spread among children. Schools closed. Some were too weak to even sit up. Myra's best friend Lena was among them. Pale, burning with fever, unable to speak properly. Doctors tried. Medicines worked slow. Parents cried. Fear returned. Mira sat beside Lena's bed, lantern glowing softly. She held Lena's hand and prayed all night. Jesus, please heal her. You are our light. You are our hope. The room felt warm, peaceful, like heaven touched earth. Next morning, Lena opened her eyes, smiled weakly, whispering, Mira. Jesus came in my dream. He touched my forehead. Within 2 days Lena recovered fully. And slowly other children recovered too. People praised Jesus with songs. 1 year later during harvest season, a group of travelers came with sad news. A neighboring village in the valley had been struck by famine. Crops had failed. Children were hungry. Families were starving. Myra's village panicked. If we give our food away, what will we eat? Fear returned like a shadow. Mira stood up in the village meeting, lantern shining bright even in daylight. She said gently, Jesus teaches us to share. Love multiplies when given. Some disagreed, some hesitated, but many trusted her. Together they filled 3 carts with grain, bread, clothes, and blankets. Mira led the way holding her lantern high. They walked through forests, crossed rivers, climbed hills. Sometimes wolves howled. Sometimes night fell suddenly. But the lantern guided them like a star leading wise men to baby Jesus long ago. At last they reached the valley village, people weak, hopeless, children crying silently. When Mira held the lantern up, light spread across huts like dawn. Villagers felt new strength, new hope. They shared food. Shared love. They prayed together. Famine weakened, hope returned, children smiled again. Mira realized Jesus used her small hands to do big things. Many years passed. Mira grew older, wiser, kinder. The lantern stayed bright, never once burning out, because her heart always chose love over fear, faith over doubt. People from far places came to learn from her. She taught them. Glowing star, a small heart filled with Jesus becomes a great light. Glowing star courage is not absence of fear, but walking with Jesus despite fear. Glowing star kindness is the strongest light in this world. Glowing star help others even when you feel small, Jesus makes you strong. Children wrote songs about her lantern. Church bells rang in her honor. But Mira always said, I am not great. Jesus is great. I am just carrying his light. One peaceful evening, she sat with children under the big oak tree and told them her first meeting with Jesus. They listened with wide eyes, hearts glowing like lanterns. As stars appeared above, a gentle light shimmered in the sky like someone smiling from heaven. Mira closed her eyes and whispered, "Thank you, Jesus. I will carry your light forever."